to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker, because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shaw. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The Cowboys in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jamison Williams,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now Cade York for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And there will not be a return here It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago. Add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
Roll. Hey.
Now back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Nelson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 2nd and 9 now. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Nelson, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always tough.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defensive play some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Eluding, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. On first down, it's Nelson. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Nelson. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Nelson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
On the go.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 36-yard line.
2nd and 5. It's complete. It's Gore.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
On the 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Shaw.
And they've got this down at the 12-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And here he'll get it down to the 7th. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Cowboys to take over. And they picked up the win last week over the Washington Commanders and are in a good spot to earn another one as they start this next series. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Kennedy, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch him on their heels. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll look to throw again.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Nelson, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down now, it's Nelson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Nelson, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every...
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So we can look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shaw.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football right now. I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Shaw. And first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. First touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. But it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back to throw now on first down. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll look to throw here on first down. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They're going to look to throw. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He's got this complete to Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out now come the Lions. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That was a nicely run slant route. What the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Shaw. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36.
Yards on the play. That's good.
They'll set up a throw.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
Touchdown, Detroit! Peoples-Jones, 36 yards.
And the Lions get a bit closer.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Lions are right back in this football game. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 2nd and 14. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they're likely to force a field goal attempt.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Here we go, here we go.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jamison Williams from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. The extra point by York is... And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but with self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Shaw. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh?
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true